As you make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, even now perhaps noticing the gentle ebb and flow of the sounds around you. There's a certain way ambient noises become part of the background, like the wind weaving through the branches outside. And sometimes, just as when a breeze stirs a single leaf and draws your attention, you might notice a detail that stands out from the rest. And for now, as you're comfortably seated or lying down in a safe and quiet place, you can simply let your focus drift inwards, as if you're following the movements of that one leaf. Just for a moment, curious how easily you can allow your mind to settle in wherever feels most comfortable. And as you settle, you might imagine that leaf now floating gently down the wide, slow-moving river, carried not in haste, but on slow, easy currents. There are places where water deepens. Tension, if it was there, dissolves in the calm. And you may notice how your awareness can deepen just by tracing the gentle twist and glide of that leaf. Open to the idea that each sound around you, even what was once jarring, may now simply blend, ripple and pass by. And it's interesting, isn't it? How a single sound, like the way people eat, can carry meaning far beyond just its physical presence. And some people discover that with a little distance, that these sounds are only part of a much wider river of daily life, while others have learned to mistake the splash for the whole stream. And just imagine for a while that your awareness is like that floating leaf. You can choose which ripples to notice, which to hover over, and even to drift beyond. And sometimes the mind tries so hard to protect you from certain sounds. It's easy to forget that you're the one who decides where your attention drifts. And perhaps as your inner leaf glides deeper, you can recall a time, a faint memory, when background noises were just that, background, unimportant, unnoticed. And consider how just as the river carries the occasional pebble along, some sounds pass beneath you, not ready to be grabbed, just sliding by. And you can come to realize that every sound, even the clatter of cutlery or the rhythm of chewing, has its beginning, its peak, and its fade, no different from any other ripple. And as you allow old reactions to float by, new ways of perceiving can surface. And some people find it curious that what once stood out with sharpness now softens at the edges, becoming just one part of a wider world. And could it be that the more you become open to blending those noisy fragments into the whole soundscape, the less power they hold? And it might happen that as you continue to drift along this river, you notice a gentle sense of choice emerging, the ability to relax into the flow, regardless of what noises travel beside you. And the leaf may pause in an eddy, but it always moves on, downstream, towards the spaces where the water is clear and calm, where every sound is just another part of the river's song. And as you float, your mind can invent a new story. The story of someone else in another part of the world who listens to those same sounds and hardly notices them at all, showing that is not what's heard, but what's received. And when you choose, you can experiment with adjusting the focus, allowing more soothing sounds to rise from beneath, or calling to mind the sound of that gentle current, a sound that holds no disturbance, only peace. And whenever you're ready, you can begin to notice a sense of returning as your leaf drifts gently towards the riverbank, gliding into stillness. You can begin to sense the coolness of the air, the familiarity of your body and the support beneath you. You can slowly begin to bring more awareness to your surroundings, the feelings of your fingers and toes, coming back to the present moment. Breathing in deeply and easily, you can choose to bring with you the ease and acceptance you found on the water, carrying it back with you now as you naturally become more alert and refreshed, opening your eyes and returning back to the here and now. And in the coming days, you'll begin to notice a lightness and neutrality around these everyday sounds, as though they flow by without holding your attention. And even in moments when they're present, you can remember how to bring your focus to the wider, gentler current, discovering ease with each choice, returning to calm whenever you need it. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Each time you listen, you'll find new comfort and your ability to cope with the sounds around you growing. Gentle attention makes space for change. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.